Hey, Ran, good to see you.
Hey, Billy, how's it going?
Very good. We've got a taxi waiting. Shall we go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ran, thank you for joining me on this taxi ride to Tel Aviv.
Sure. I'm happy to be here, Billy.
Thank you. So tell us, what does it feel like to be purchased by CISCO?
So obviously it's an amazing feeling, having a huge corporate such as Cisco acquiring a small startup in Tel Aviv. It's always amazing.
And so, tell us. I really need to know. Did you close the deal over Zoom?
Actually, practically, we closed it over Zoom, and I was on short and tea. So it was
I'm pleased you have dressed at least. I've heard worse stories. But
Yeah.
So you didn't meet anybody from Cisco. Everything was done sort of like through Zoom meetings. And tell us a little bit about the process.
Yeah, so the whole process actually started from, we were Zooming for, over a year. And the whole engagement with the team of Cisco and the corporate level obviously were through actually the Zoom interface, actually WebEx, because, I'm Cisco WebEx.
Of course, sorry, yes.
So eventually the whole, negotiation, discussion, technical discussion, business review obviously were done online, and I think it's also contributed to I would say less formal discussion and atmosphere, which we as Israelis are excellent with.
Yes.
So I think overall it was a very positive way to present the company and the people.
And how did you even get onto Cisco's radar? We'll talk about what Portshift does in a minute, but what was it that attracted Cisco to you?
The big boys are Cisco and other I would say big players in the market have been looking for a new market to sort of dominate, quote unquote.
Right.
So it was pretty much obvious that they will get into a discussion with companies which are focusing on selling new technology, new security technology to dev and DevOps. So we're pretty much, when discussing with Cisco, we were pretty much out there.
So let's talk about what Portshift does, if we can have sort of like the elevator pitch, and what was your marketing strategy when you started out, because you're a fairly young company, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Portshift really tries to address not the problem of yesterday, but rather a problem of the next couple of years or so, and the whole notion of selling a security product to modern environment really changes. You're instead of selling those type of technologies to CISO, you still obviously deal with CISO, but you are much more talking with dev and DevOps. Those are like the, I would say, new king of the business generation.
Right.
And essentially the problem that we're solving is helping dev and DevOps bring security to their own containers and Kubernetes environment, which is essentially becoming the standard of the development infrastructure.
And so you were established in 2018, 2019, right?
Well, actually 2018.
Yeah, 2018. And you hired a VP marketing very early on, so like one of your first hires, basically. Can you talk to us a little bit about your marketing strategy, what you understood that you needed to do, and also why you decided to hire an agency such as Marketing Envy as opposed to hiring in-house for your marketing needs? Yeah,
that's a very good question. And obviously as a young company, we really understood that we probably need to rely on I would say on professional on very professional capabilities of marketing folks that really know to do business.
Right.
So this is the reason why we decided to go with Marketing Envy. We felt that provided us like an umbrella of marketing solution for us to be able to carry our message, through classical media that our audience are exposed to.
I remember there was, obviously when we started out, there was a lot of market education that we had to do in the beginning, and there was a lot of content, and it was like getting the social media channels was a bit of a struggle, because who knows about Portshift, who knows about the challenges that you're trying to solve right now. It was very much bringing awareness and building that awareness, which is a totally different scenario to where you're at, obviously, today. The market has evolved.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, when we started Portshift, there were like a lot of, I would say, noise, like background noise. And obviously the challenge is how you sort of rise above the noise. And to be able to rise above the noise, you really need to do, I would use the term smart things, okay?
Right.
In order to get, you know, your audience out there. And I think, you know, Marketing Envy did, you know, fantastic work with, you know, with exposing us to obviously the relevant audience, which for us obviously is Dev and DevOps through the, you know, relevant medias, and it worked for us very good.
Did Cisco get to know about you through your marketing? I mean, like, how did you really get on their radar?
I would say track us down from our LinkedIn, you know, publication.
Your LinkedIn?
Yeah, actually,
no way.
Application. I actually got several feedback from the LinkedIn publication that we did from the CISCO folks, which was quite amazing in my opinion.
Very nice. I didn't know that. Okay. So what is the next stage for Portshift within Cisco?
The future for Portshift within Cisco will be to establish here the emerging technology incubation site, which is I hope that in 2 minutes we'll get the chance to visit there, and to extend you know, the cloud native security community within Cisco, but also within, you know, the Israeli ecosystem, and to extend our obviously offering as we have it today, but to you know, an additional product line within the cloud native security infrastructure domain.
So your job going next is going to be sort of like to establish this center of excellence for cloud native security, or is that the remit?
This is exactly what it is, and obviously to create, I would say, a resonance around the realm of you know, cloud native security within Cisco, which is again part of the game plan.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being with Cisco. Thank you for your time.